up, fellers? You know who it is. Boy, oh boy. I need a haircut, fellers. Look at this crap. Where's my cosmetologist? Where's my assistant? Where's my barber? God damn it. Anyways, I'm gonna get a haircut. Just for you guys, I'm gonna get a haircut tomorrow. Alright, cool. So, I got a comment on one of my last videos. Hold up. I'm gonna get my water bottle out first. So, I got a comment on one of my last videos, and it was a long message. And he asked a question at the end of the message. He said, I'm just summarizing right now. He said his main goal is to find a girl from age 21 to 23 who works at a fast food, and he wants to get married with this girl just because of the sole reason of getting consistent sex. And obviously he's going to elevate her status because these fast food chicks don't have a whole lot of status at age 21, 23, 22, around that age range. And he's right on that, yeah. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. More on that later. So, yeah, he's right on that sense. And then he asked me, what do I think about his option? He also said that a prenup will be done. A prenuptial agreement would be done before the marriage, obviously. And he doesn't want to have any kids. All he wants is consistent sex. That's why he wants to get married. And that's the only reason why he wants to get married to a girl in that age range. And obviously, I'm guessing he has his life together, his status, money, whatever is taken care of. So he's going to elevate her status in that sense. And in return, she's going to give him sex. That's the whole idea of the message that I got out of it. And he asked me, what do I think about his idea? Is it good, bad, or ugly? So before I talk about the girl and what I think about the girl and his choice in marriage, let me just talk about prenups real quick. Fellas, prenup is literally like your girlfriend telling you, babe, I'm not gonna fuck anybody else. I'm always gonna be loyal to you. You know, it's just us against the world. That kind of bullshit. It can be thrown out in front of any judge. All she gotta do. Oh, before that, there's a very important part of the message that I left out. He said he's gonna marry a girl in that age range who works at a fast food restaurant who looks like a 6 or a 7 or 5 or a 6 in the look department. So you're subpar women, not even 8, 9, or a 10. Somebody who doesn't have the looks that good. Why? Because I'm guessing his logic is girls who don't look as good are going to settle down quicker since they don't have as many options, and is going to give him the time of the day. Is going to give him what he wants, and in return, he's going to elevate her status. He's going to make her life better by giving her luxury lifestyle. Luxury in the sense that protection, security, financial stability, all that crap. Now, fellas, as I was saying, prenups can literally be thrown out in front of any judge. It doesn't hold a whole lot of value. I mean, if you have a strong lawyer, yes, I can understand that. But for the most part, fellas, you have to understand that for the most part, women have this vagina card, this pussy card. That's what I call it. They can preach the strong and independent bullshit all day long. And at the end of the day, if things go wrong, if things go south, all they gotta do is pull out their pussy card. That's it. Where did this strong and independent bullshit go, girl? I thought she was just like a man. What happened to that? Oh, now you wanna act like a real bitch, huh? Now you wanna act like a bitch. Now you wanna show your true colors, huh? It's always when shit goes wrong, fellas. So, especially if she's a white girl and she's crying in front of a judge, man, these white bitches, man, please. These white bitches get away with so much shit. Holy fuck, man. They get away with tickets from cops. They get away with doing bullshit in their college campus, in their high school classes. They get away with not doing a homework because professors and teachers give them a pass. Man, I've seen these white bitches in my engineering classes where they didn't do homework. The whole class, the rest of the class got 0, but only one white girl who was good looking got a free pass. And nobody knew about it, only I did because I was fucking with her. And she told me this later down the road after the semester was over. Bitch was smart. If she told me that then, she knew that I could have snitched on her. I'm not gonna do that, but I could have. So these white girls, fellas, women in general, pretty women in general, they get passes all day, every fucking day. I feel like they're finna get a pass. They're finna make a law in the Congress that's gonna say if you're a white bitch or if you're a pretty girl, especially a pretty white bitch, then you don't even get taxed if you make a certain amount or more. Why? Because you are oppressed. You are women. You are so poor. Oh, you're sweet little angels. You're victims in this white supremacist patriarchal nation, right? That's what the Congress is going to come out and say. I swear to God. Well, probably not right now when Donald Trump is in office, because he doesn't tolerate that kind of bullshit. We all seen his clip when he answered to a feminist newspaper, news person. What the fuck these bitches called? The bitches with the fucking fake ass jobs, all reporters. There we go, feminist reporters. She asked him, so are we gonna get the same amount a man gets paid? He said, if you do the same amount of job, if you do the same job. So yeah, that's not gonna happen when he's in office. But I feel like they're gonna come out with some sort of law like this later down the road. That's gonna not tax white bitches, pretty white ones, just because they're pretty and just because they're victims to the patriarchal society. How? Oh, she gets teased a lot. She gets looked as an object a lot more than ugly bitches. Well, no shit. Hey, who wants a fucking banana? Not a banana. Who wants a fucking cheeseburger gobbler? That bitch look fat as hell. I don't even know where her neck is. I don't even know what the hell's in her stomach. Is she pregnant? Fuck's going on in there? Knock knock. Who's there? Yeah, I don't know what's in there. Anyways, so fuck. I just went on a completely different tangent. But anyways, fellas. So yeah, prenups are kind of useless in some senses. You have to understand that before you put yourself in this situation. Like, if you have a really strong lawyer, good lawyer, then prenups you can take that risk. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't. Okay. And if you want to do more research on it, you can go ahead and do that. There's been tons of examples. You can go look it up on your own time, where where the prenup didn't make any sense. The lawyer came back from the girl's side and said that, oh, she was under emotional stress. That's why she wasn't able to make a good judgment. So bitch, let me get this straight. I'm supposed to have a logical decision-making sense 24/7, but you get a pass just because you are a bitch and you have emotions, and you made that decision based on emotions? Yeah, okay, sure. So yeah, they can just always say some sort of bull crap like that and get away with that. So that's a huge risk right there, fellas. That's why I always advocate against marriage. Now let's talk about the girl. Fellas, just because she's a 5 and a 6 or a 7 doesn't mean she's getting less attention than men, from men than other women who are hotter than her. Yeah, the hot bitches are getting all sorts of DMs thrown at them, online attention, but this fat and butterball turkey looking bitch is getting online attention and in-person attention. Why? Because guys think that they don't have the attitude of a 9 or a 10 or an 8, that they're gonna be easier to get with. But in reality, fellas, they're all the same. A fat bitch is gonna give you the exact same amount of trouble than a hot looking chick would. So that's why I always tell you guys, if you're gonna approach a girl, make sure she's at least an 8, 9, or a 10. Not even an adjustable 7. Them bitches look like your mates. Fuck that noise. So at least an 8, 9, or a 10. Because if you get rejected, hey, at least you got rejected by a pretty bitch instead of a fat butterball turkey. So, and online, hey, if you're going through a drought and you haven't eaten in a while, you're hungry, sure, you can DM some fat bitches every now and then, have them come over on a slow Wednesday night, Don't let them ride you though. They're gonna break you. Always be on top, alright? Always be on top with the fat chick. I'm telling you this from personal experience. She finna break you, fellas. Anyway, so that's the thing about fat girls and girls who are not that good looking, is that they have more options than you think. Everybody wants to fuck them. High value males do on their Tuesday nights, slow Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights, and obviously the simps and everything else below high value. Pretty much they have the option of everyone, starting from a 10 who's a guy all the way down to like a 1 or a 2. Hot girls don't even fuck with dudes under an 8. So just remember that. But fat bitches, ugly bitches, bitches who are 5s and 6s, 7s, oh yeah, they'll do that all day long. So now that you have that, there was one right there. I probably should have, I don't know if you can see it now. There was a butterball turkey right there walking. Girl, you need more than just walking. Start running. God damn it. Anyways, so that's the first thing you have to understand. Second thing is that, yes, these girls who work at fast food places do come from a shitty background. Don't have a whole lot of shit going on for themselves. Their status is low. Which is exactly my fucking point, brother. You need to watch out your back 24/7, because you don't know what kind of people she's associated with in the past, currently, and she will be in the future. She's hanging out with low quality people, not just females. I'm not just talking about her friends. Her friends are mostly gonna be colored hair, bull nose piercing, smelling like French fries type of girls, right? French fries and cheese. That's what she finna smell like, her friends, after they come out of work, if she's working in fast food. So you have to watch out for that, because you don't know who's gonna stab in the back of your back, who's gonna stab you in the back when you're not looking. That's the lowest quality of the low quality people that she's gonna be hanging out with. So you have to watch this. Why? Because women are social creatures. You can't just lock her in your house. She's gonna have friends come over. She's gonna have family come over. Her family is most likely white trash. I promise you that. Or hood, depending on her race color. So do you really want to associate yourself with people like that? You always want to elevate your status up, especially if you just mentioned that you already have the higher status than her. Well, try to find somebody in your status level or higher. Don't stoop down. To fuck, to have a one night stand, sure, everything is freebie at that point. But you're gonna settle down? Don't settle down with something low. If you're gonna settle down, if you must, don't even do that. Okay? Because chicks who are at age 21 to 23 age range and they're still working at fast food, white trash, hood, no good chicks. Their body count is, fellas, these are the bitches who's gonna give you STDs. Alright? These are the chicks who's gonna give you STDs. Girls who are below age 19 and working at fast food, that's a different story. They haven't even been, they just started their period. That's how immature they are. These bitches don't know shit about the game. Bitches who are in the age range of 21 to 23, they have played the game since they were 12, 13. Since they were able to talk. Figuratively speaking. So these girls are still in this shitty ass position in their life. So they're no good for you. Not even for sex long term. Sex one night, hey, sure. Maybe twice, maybe. And you gotta triple wrap your dick. Oh my god. So those are the bitches who's gonna try to give who's gonna tell you to go down on her, and she's gonna make sure that there's no lights on no lights in the room turned on, not even candles, because some of your brothers like to make this shit romantic. I know. I just go hardcore porn style. So, and why? Because she don't want you to see how infected that pussy is. Whew. She tastes like sour cream. Smell like a dead raccoon down there. Girl, fuck you been doing? Anyways, show me them hoe facts. What you been doing? So, fellas, just stop on that, all right? Don't even think about, brother, the guy who asked me this question, don't even think about settling with anything like this, okay? If you must marry somebody who's at your status or higher, your level or higher. Even here's the thing, you can get consistent sex from your wife if you know how to train your bitch. I do firmly believe that. The problem comes down to today's society is the juice worth the squeeze? And there's always going to be a chance where any woman can divorce rape you. Any woman. And the chances are a lot higher with a lower quality woman like this who works at fast food, because she knows that she's not going to give up her whole tendencies, and she also knows she doesn't want to give up your security. So she's going to make sure she wins in the divorce court. These are the chicks who's dragging their husbands in divorce courts. I've never been to divorce court, but I know, I do my research. I'll just leave it at that. A doctor, a bitch who's a doctor, has a lawyer, engineer, teacher. These bitches have a lot lower chances of divorce raping you than somebody who works at Walmart or Target or fast food. Because these bitches need the money. They're doing back-breaking work. They're finna be on life support in the next 10 years. Anyway, so here's my take on this. And lastly, I want to mention this briefly is that, bro, why are you even asking me this? Here's the thing. There's no reason in hell. Like, sex is not the reason, and it never should be the reason to get married. If you want consistent sex, there's tons of other ways to do that. And if you need to be chasing every single month to get laid at least once a month, bro, I'm not going to go hard on you on this one, but you need to get your priorities straight. You need to level up first before you even think about sex, dating, marriage, settling down, consistent sex, any of that. Any of that. If you are actually who you are, if you're actually the person who you say you are, you don't need to chase after pussy month after month after month after month just to get some consistent sex. Sex is easier than ever if you're a high-value male. If you don't simp, and I know you don't simp. You watch Red Pill content, you most likely don't simp. But just that is not enough. You need to level up. You gotta get your priorities straight, brother. Otherwise, you're gonna lose at the end of the day. All you're doing right now, the question that you asked me, all it sounds like is you're bargaining. You're negotiating a deal. I'm gonna get consistent sex from her. That's why I'm gonna bring my standards lower. I'm gonna give her the life. I'm gonna improve her lifestyle. I'm gonna get a prenuptial agreement. It sounds like you're doing a negotiation on a deal, on a crappy deal. There should be zero negotiations. It's always my way or the highway. And you can only say that, and you can only live your life like that when you have a lifestyle that's attractive to other people, because then you're gonna have options. And when you have options, then you can be picky like this. Otherwise, you're never gonna win. But if you really want my advice, I think it's an ugly idea. Good, bad, or ugly is completely ugly. Marriage in every situation in the West is ugly. It's an ugly idea. Doesn't mean it's gonna necessarily turn out to be ugly, but it's an ugly idea because of how the law is set up against us men. So, brother, that's my take on it. I hope I was able to answer your question. And fellas, prenups, right? Prenuptial agreements. These lower level chicks, because that's what she is. If she's a 5 or 6 working at fast food at age 21 to 23, these lower level chicks will find every loophole in the system to get your money, to get that prenup thrown out in the court. And that lawyer fee, that good lawyer that she's gonna hire to find the loophole to throw this prenup out, will be paid by your money. You will have to be paying for her lawyer, your lawyer, her court fees, your court fees, everything. So is it really worth it just to bust some quick nuts? Really, think about it. If you're at over the age of 30, 35 or whatever, your sex drive starts to drop because your testosterone starts to drop. Naturally, as men, that happens to us, right? So if you become truly busy 24/7, you're not even gonna have that much energy left to fuck all the damn time. It's probably gonna be twice a week, 3 times a week that you're really gonna have the urge to fuck. Because you know, sometimes we get an urge to fuck just because we're walking down the street and the wind blows. Sometimes we really want to fuck because god damn, look at them titties, right? And those times are very, very few. They're very few than often. So in those times start to go down even more and more as you age because your testosterone starts to drop more and more. So all you gotta do, my bro, is just get yourself busy as hell. And that way, either A, you don't become all the... See, here's the thing. I think I know where you're going with your question. Now, I think what you're trying to say is that the reason why you're trying to settle down with a 5 or a 6 is because you won't have or don't have enough money or status or both to attract an 8, 9, or a 10 who's in that age range, who's from 21 to 23. That's why you're going down the sexual the look scale. You're going down to a 5 or a 6. So your options are really either A, go up your money, your status. Since you're aging, your money and status has to compensate for you. I've talked about this. To attract girls in their early 20s who are 8, 9, or 10, or fuck with girls in their 30s who are 8, 9, or 10. There's tons of beautiful, hot. I hate using the word beautiful. It's so fucking cringy and soy boyish. Anyway, so who are hot women from in their 30s because and just sell them a dream. Because at that age, women are looking to settle down. It's a lot easier at that age. They're not as picky as they were in their early 20s. If you cannot make your money and status go up even more than where you are already. Because I get it. Making $500,000, $1 million is not easy. Being an A-class celebrity or famous as fuck is not easy. I get it. But that's a sacrifice you have to make. But if you do make that sacrifice where you tell yourself, you know what, I'm not gonna make that much money, or I'm not gonna be that famous. That's why I'm gonna be fucking around with women in their 30s and maybe occasional late 20s, but I don't have the money or the status to keep banging out hot early 20-year-olds. But maybe I can still fuck early 20-year-olds who are not as hot, who are a little bit ugly or fat. You are making a sacrifice there. Yeah, I know you are. But the sacrifice that you're not making when you do that is your manhood. When you get married, you don't have a manhood. She wears the fucking pants when the laws are against you, and she knows that. So which sacrifice would you rather make? Would you rather make a sacrifice where you're marrying a bitch just to get consistent sex, so that you don't have to make a sacrifice on this sex, on this having sex with good-looking women or younger women, at the expense of your manhood? Or do you want to make the sacrifice of giving up fucking hotter, younger chicks, but still keeping your manhood? The choice is yours. The choice is always yours, brother. I know the answer for myself, and I really hope I was able to answer this question. Follow me on Instagram at Zeekpeak. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and above all, stay classy.